You ever look back at a moment and think, if I just had reacted differently, everything would have changed? Maybe it's a text you sent too fast, a conversation where your anger spoke for you, a decision you made because the pressure got too loud. What about a moment where your emotions took the wheel and drove you somewhere you never wanted to go? The truth is, most of us aren't failing because of lack of talent or opportunity. We're failing because we can't control what we do in the heat of the moment. Today, that changes. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of SAUNAIE, where we explore mindset, mental health, purpose, and the journey of becoming your strongest self mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. This is part 4 of the Q4 motivational series, where we're ending the year intentional, discipline, and focus. Today's episode is about a skill that can change your relationships, your career, your peace, and your future. That is emotional discipline, mastering your reactions in high pressure moments, because anybody can look calm when life is easy, but the strongest people, they know how to stay in control when everything around them is trying to pull a reaction out of them. And I had to really get this one because I feel like I was emotionally undisciplined, I want to say, because I will react more than I will respond. And me learning throughout this year, which I'm grateful for, is really having that emotional discipline, because you will get tested in life where people will try to pull your emotional strings, trying to get a reaction out of you, or they try to attack you, antagonize you, whatever it may be. But it's learning to have that emotional discipline in that moment, because we've all been there. So I just wanted to discuss this today. And when you're under pressure, your brain shifts into survival mode. Emotion takes over logic, reaction takes over strategy, and neuroscientists call this the amygdala hijack, where the emotional brain overrides your thinking brain. And here's a fact for y'all to know. Studies from Harvard show that emotional reactions last only 90 seconds, unless our mind keeps the story going, meaning it's not the moment that destroys you, it's the replay. It's the narrative. It's the assumption. It's the meaning you attach to what happened. That's why emotional discipline isn't about shutting down emotions. It's about not letting your emotions run the show. And let me tell you this. A lot of people think emotional reactions are small, but the consequences aren't. Trust me. We've all been there. 78% of people say they've made a major life decision they regret because of an emotional reaction. Relationships end not from the lack of love, but the lack of emotional discipline. Careers stall because someone couldn't control a moment of anger or panic. Man, I know that one way too much. Think about it. How many arguments got worse because you just had to get the last word? Or how many opportunities slipped because you doubted yourself at the wrong time? Or what about this one? How much peace have you lost reacting to things that you could have ignored? Emotional discipline is the difference between reaction and response, between losing control and keeping your power. And trust me, I've been through this, where we're human. Where some of us are emotional beings. We're empathetic, and that usually gets the best of us when we're trying to stay calm in the moment. Where you're just like, oh, you're attacking me, or you want to get the last word in an argument, or you just doubted yourself. Have you had that self-doubt where you're like, oh, I'm not enough, or you self-sabotage that moment? And it's understanding I have to have an emotional control. And sometimes you have to take a step back when the pressure is mounting. That's what I want to discuss today. There the 4-second reset. This is a technique elite performers, athletes, and military leaders use, where whenever that pressure hits, this is what they do. Number one, they pause for 4 seconds. Take one slow breath. This stops the emotional brain from taking over. Number two would be label the emotion. I'm frustrated. I'm anxious. I feel attacked. Research shows labeling an emotion reduces its intensity by up to 40%. Number three would be ask yourself, what outcome do I want? Not what do I feel, but what am I trying to protect, build, and keep? And the last one is Respond with intention. This is where real power lives. When you respond with intention, you stay in control of your story, even if the situation is chaotic. So I'll repeat those 4 over again for you. Number 1 is pause for 4 seconds. Take that one slow breath so you can change that emotional brain. Number 2, label the emotion. Number 3, ask, what outcome do I want? And number 4, respond with intention. And I want to discuss some real moments most people fail in and how to win in those moments. Number 1, I think we all been through wherein someone disrespects you. You don't match energy. You protect your peace. What about when you get bad news? We've all got bad news before. Have you just spiraled out because of that bad news? How about doing this? You don't spiral, you zoom out and assess the next step. What about when life overwhelms you? Do you shut down? Do you disengage from people? Do you isolate yourself? You have to break it up into one task at a time. Trust me, I'm always getting overwhelmed, but I've learned to break it down to one task. You're only one person. You can't multitask, do this, that, and the third. You have to stay in that moment and understand, okay, life is overwhelming right now, but how can I take a step back and see what task is most important in this moment? What about when you feel insecure? You don't self-sabotage. You remind yourself, feelings are not facts. This emotional discipline, acting from your values and not your impulses. So it's understanding, how do I act in this moment? Sometimes when we get caught up in the heat in the moment, we want to react and we want to do this and we'll do that. But sometimes it's best to just take a step back, take a deep breath, and understand what's going on in that moment. And I've had to do this several times, and I'm grateful for it because, trust me, I was emotional in certain moments of my life throughout this year. And I've just learned, why am I always trying to react? I was so reactive to everything that was going on, but I had to calm myself down, take my deep breaths, and really focus on being present and understanding, what does this moment need from me right now, and not trying to attack the person because I felt attacked. I think that's what, as humans, we do a lot. We attack the person that's attacking us because we want to feel like we're strong. We're the strong person. We don't want to be belittled or anything like that. So we respond without thinking. And that's the emotional brain taking over because you're hurt and you respond from a hurt mindset. But it's understanding, okay, maybe this person is hurting too. Why would I go back and try to hurt them because they hurt me? Why don't I let them get whatever is off their chest, and then I respond in an intelligent manner. I'm just understanding, we all been through it. It's a work in progress. You're not going to be emotionally disciplined tomorrow from hearing this episode, but it's taking those steps to gain control of your emotions day by day. Remember this, you can't control the moment, but you can control the version of you that shows up in it. Your emotions are signals and not steering wheels. You don't have to suppress them. You just have to decide, do I want to react or do I want to respond? Because the version of you who learns to master their emotions, that's the version of you who wins in the long run. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to SAUNAIE. If this episode hits you, share it with a friend. Share it with somebody who needs emotional strength right now, especially during this time. It's the holiday season. Happy holidays. But understanding a lot of people are dealing with emotional things during this time. So check in with them, share the show with them, and really checking on your people too. You never know what somebody's going through during the holidays. It may be a jolly time for you, but it may be heartbreak for another person. So always check on your people, your friends, your family, your coworkers, whoever it may be. Have a 5 to 10 minute conversation with them. Take them out for coffee, lunch, breakfast, go for a walk, but checking on your people. With that being said, if you're rocking with quarter 4 of the motivational series, stay tuned. Trust me, we're just getting started. Till next week, stay focused, stay grounded, and stay disciplined. We out.